The Philadelphia Eagles slaughter the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys choke. This victory Monday could not get any better. What is going on, everyone? Welcome into A to Z Philly, your number one home for Eagles coverage. Hit the like button if you are happy to watch that Cowboys collapse last night. Subscribe by hitting that red button down below and hit the bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming coverage all week as we get ready for Eagles and 49ers RB back, bringing you the latest from the Linc on this magnificent Monday morning. It is a victory show. The Eagles get it done, and now the Eagles will officially host the 49ers at the Linc. They have to run through our house, but the Eagles will not let that happen. We will break it all down. We will soak in the misery of Cowboy fans and Giant fans. The Eagles are smoking on that Giants pack today. They're smoking on that Cowboys pack too. It is just a beautiful day. The adrenaline rush is still running through me from Saturday night. I can tell you that. The early spread on the Eagles-Niners game is -2.5. What do you think about that? I think the Eagles can cover that, especially with what I saw last night, which we will get into. But before we do that, shout out to our new sponsor here on A to Z Philly. This show is powered by BetMGM, and you can turn any loss into a win this weekend with BetMGM. Just download the BetMGM app, sign up for an account using the promo code ATOZPA, and place a one-game parlay with at least 4 legs this weekend on either of the pro football games. If all of the legs hit except for one, you will get your stake back in free bet form up to $25. Once again, your bet back as a free bet up to $25 if all of the legs of the parlay hit except for one. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. Pennsylvania only. New and existing customer offer. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, man, let's talk about this. First off, we need to have a little victory celebration here because it was beautiful last night. As I knew it would happen, right? I mean, it's a national tradition. It's a holiday at this point. The Cowboys choking in prime time in the playoffs. And we'll go over to a tweet from our old buddy here, Skip Bayless. Now it's 28 years and counting since the Cowboys played in an NFC Championship game. I mean, this could not have gotten any better. This was the best possible scenario for Eagles Nation yesterday. The Eagles slaughter the Giants. They sit back, kick their feet up, relax, maybe smoke a cigar, have a little drink, and watch the Cowboys choke against Brock Purdy and the Niners while the Niners looked vulnerable. I mean, this could not get any better. It has been a great, past 48 hours. We'll go to this video as well because this is just gold. Here's a Cowboys fan watching his team choke, and there goes his TV. You're going to have to invest in a new one. The whole family's there. He's got the Dak jersey on as well. Might have to sell that thing on eBay at this point. Look at that. Boom. If the Cowboys offense had played with that aggression, maybe they would have won that game. The defense showed up. But not the offense. I love it, man. But anyway, the Cowboys are out of it now. The Eagles outlast the Giants and the Cowboys in the NFC East. I mean, look, I said last week 2 touchdowns. He called me crazy. I said 2 touchdowns. Boy, do I apologize. I understated. The Eagles absolutely handed it to the New York Giants. Giants had a great season. They have a great coach, a great future. But this was the Eagles' time. The journey runs are over. No more Journey Jones. All right, the Giants are done this year. The Jags are done. All the journey teams are out. It is a really good Final Four if you look how it shapes up with the Eagles and the Niners, the Chiefs and the Bengals. It is going to be an interesting Final Four. And right now, I think the Eagles have the upper hand of getting back to the big game once again. Really what the Philadelphia Eagles did was just execute in every single category. I was mostly impressed with the way that they strategized for this game. They came out, immediately took Saquon out of the game, got pressure on Daniel Jones. Jonathan Gannon, kudos to you. Some games, Eagles Nation is right on your neck because you're not bringing enough pressure and you're very lackadaisical. But Gannon did what he had to do. He sent guys in the right situations, got at Jones early. Reddick had 1.5 sacks on the first drive. I mean, he was a monster. And, man, the Eagles just executed great. And then Shane Steichen incorporated the run game. And I almost shed a damn tear watching Miles Sanders have 13 carries in the first half. How long have I been saying run the ball? Run the ball. I know the Eagles want to swing for the fences. They want to go and hit the knockout punch right away. But you know what? You have such a quality offense. I got to be honest. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but if the Eagles are to finish off this job in a couple weeks, when are we going to start having the conversation about maybe the best year by a GM ever? Ever? I mean, what Howie Roseman has done with this roster has been absolutely, it's almost hard to believe. It's really incredible. It's really incredible. But anyway, I mean, the Eagles are they have a lot of firepower. Every coach, every player deserved an A+ for that victory in the divisional round. And now you're one game away from going back to a Super Bowl. I mean, the Eagles won a Super Bowl in the last 5 years, rebuilt their organization, new coach, new quarterback, come back, and are one game away from the Super Bowl. Meanwhile, the Cowboys are in the same spot. The Giants still haven't really got far. And you know how it goes with Washington. But anyway, let's go over to my boy Jalen Hurts, the MVP, Chris Sims. Chris Sims, how are you feeling today, man? Is it still a system quarterback thing? Is he still the system quarterback? That's right. We're flexing on everyone today. Or did he show you once again, did he slap you upside the head and show you that he's the damn MVP of this league? Because the way Jalen Hurts played, didn't have any discomfort, looked fantastic, made all the right throws, and he led. He led. And he went out there and got it done. 2 big touchdowns early. Giants, could never catch up. Eagles never looked back. Here's what Hurts said after the game.
I don't put no levels to this, put no limit to this. Continue to grow and continue to lay everything on the line right now. Lay everything on the line. These are once in a lifetime opportunities we got right in front of us in our hands. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Let's go, man. Lay it all on the line. And I love this speech as well from one of the leaders. Absolutely. Honestly, an Eagles legend at this point, Brandon Graham. Let's listen to this one, man.
I just want to say one thing. The week that we put together, that's what showed up out there. We worked our ass off. So, man, let's do that each and every day, man. Don't take no moment for granted. You know what I'm saying? Because that right there, that's what we showed up all week. All week, it showed up out there, man. So don't get it twisted. It's on us. It's on us. And it's how we prepare each and every week. Go ahead, Jalen.
Dude, let's go, man. I'm just so pumped. Like, did people forget? Just because Gardner Minshew stunk up the joint, did they forget about A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, who was a monster in that game, Sanders, not even just Sanders, the run game from Jalen Hurts. Kenny Gainwell had over 100 yards, 268 total rushing yards for the Eagles. Boston Scott, the Giant Killer, you knew he was cashing in with a touchdown. I mean, it was just a miraculously executed game plan. It was miraculous because I don't think I've ever seen all of it come together so smooth, especially in a playoff divisional game. And that just instilled all the confidence. But Eagle Nation knew this was a talented squad. The question was, would Jalen Hurts be healthy enough? And he was in every single facet. But speaking of the upcoming game, they have to do the same thing, right? One and done. Each week is different. Any given Sunday, Eagles need to come out and replicate what they did. Now, the 49ers are a really good team. So the way that their defense played last night kept them in the game. They played well. They've won, 12 in a row? Give them credit, right? Brock Purdy has been a sensation. And, for starting as a rookie third-string quarterback who was Mr. Irrelevant, to what he's done has been awesome to see, just as a fan in general. But you know what, man? For the people that think he can go from Mr. Irrelevant to relevancy, I have a message for Brock Purdy. Just something I saw from last night, okay? Because last night was the first time he looked normal. Last night was the first time he came back to earth. He made enough plays to win the game. He went on a nice drive later on, and obviously he has good weapons. But the Niners defense will be the anchor that either wins or loses the game, right? Like, they will do everything in their power to keep them in that game. The Niners defense is going to have to force Jalen Hurts to turn over the ball, which is something he has not done much. Because Brock Purdy came back to earth last night. And honestly, the Niners were exposed. The formula to win for the Eagles is right there in front of your face. Dallas did an amazing job getting at Brock Purdy. John Gannon, you better dial it up. You better dial it up, because if Dallas was able to do that to Brock Purdy for most of that game, let's see what he looks like with Josh Sweat, Brandon Graham, Hargrave, Cox, Reddick, all of them coming right at Brock Purdy, putting him on the ground. He is not ready for it. I'm going to say something right here that I said about Daniel Jones last week. Brock Purdy is not ready for the playoff Linc. Brock Purdy similar to Daniel Jones, has never been in an environment like the one he is about to witness on Sunday afternoon. Sure, he may play good. He'll make some plays. He's a really good player so far this year, and he's been on a great stretch. But that atmosphere, that environment is just different, and it really does give a beneficial advantage to the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, I go back and I think about that Vikings game, in 2017, just the way everybody was preparing. You just knew the energy at the stadium that night. Like, the Eagles were about to erupt, and that's how I felt on Saturday, and that's how I feel this weekend. Speaking of which, George Kittle was asked about it after the Niners-Cowboys game last night, and this is what he said. He said to go into Philly, which is a fantastic atmosphere. I know how much the fans love the opposing team and all the fans. It's going to be cold and violent. It's going to be a blast. He knows what's coming. It is going to be cold and violent, and the Niners better be ready. Brock Purdy can't make the mistakes he made last night because the Eagles will make him pay for it. I feel really, really confident right now. The Eagles have to execute. If not, D'Amico Ryans, who will be a head coach in this league, will take advantage. But I just feel really good about where this Eagles team is at. We'll break it down more during the week. But there just seems to be this level of confidence. Even in that locker room video, you just saw it on everybody's face. It's like they know. They know it's right there. They know they can do it. They just have to go out and do it. Now we're down to business. One more game until you're back into the big one. Can't overlook anything. Need to come out and dominate. We'll see what they do. Appreciate everyone for tuning in on this Victory Monday. Give me all your thoughts and comments down below in the comments section. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and like always, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.